Hi guys, you're watching Cardz TV. This is Mary, and today we're going to do card number 9 in the 12 Days of Christmas card series. And today's card is going to be one of my favorites, and that's an S-fold. We'll use elegant edges, art philosophy. We'll use papers from this Recollections Sugar Plum 6x6 paper pad, and also some glitter paper from this Die Cuts with a View Christmas and Winter matte stack. And for our sentiment, we'll be using Cardz TV Encouraging Thoughts, and this is also one of my favorite sets. We'll use Peace and Love. So let's get started on card number 9. We're going to use this red cardstock for our card base, and it's cut at 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, and then on this side it's scored at 2 1/8. So we'll fold it in half at the 4 1/4, and then at the 2 1/8 score line, we're going to fold that edge right here back to the fold line, and this makes your S-fold card. Couldn't be easier. Now I'm going to give you the dimensions for everything that I've cut today at the end of the video. So if you'd like to recreate this card, you can just pause the video when you get to the end and jot this down. But I've got some green plaid that's going to go on. Then some more of the red. And then this cute darker green with snowflakes. That's going to go on the front. Just like that. And I'll get this all adhered down. Then on the inside, I've decided not to cover this side because I really like this red. It's kind of a rich, deep red. So we're not going to cover that. Then I've got another piece of the plaid for the inside. Another piece of red. And then some more of the green snowflake paper. And don't forget now, all these measurements will be at the end of the video. So I'm going to grab my adhesive and get all this adhered down. And when we come back, I'll show you what's going on the front of this S-fold card. Here's our card base. Everything's adhered down. And this is what it's going to look like. Now, we're going to cut a scallop square to go right here on the front. And I went to the Elegant Edges cartridge, and I cut this square right here on page 31. And I've cut one for the inside too for my sentiment, but the one on the outside, I've got a red shadow, and I cut this one, let's see, at 3 inches. So this is the red shadow, and then to go on that, I cut another of the green plaid. This was also cut at 3 inches, and that would be this cut, and then this is the shadow. I'm going to get these two adhered together, and this is going to go on the front, and I'm going to line that edge up with the center of this scallop right here, so I know that it's even. And it's going to hang over this edge. So for that reason, I'm only going to put adhesive on this side. I've got my scallop squares adhered together, and you can see I've got adhesive only on this side. So I'm going to line this up evenly between the top and the bottom, and then line up this valley on this scallop and get this adhered down. And now you can see how that's going to look. Pretty cool. That's why I love this one so much. It's so easy to do. Now for the inside, I cut another red shadow, and then I cut this sentiment piece in white, and this was cut at 2 3/4 inches. And for my sentiment, I used that Cardz TV Encouraging Thoughts, and Peace and Love is going on the inside. I think I need to turn that around, get my scallops lined up right. There we go. Now this is 1/4 inch smaller, so when I put it on the inside, you can see it will be hidden by the larger scallop square. But I'm going to move that over just a little bit just to make sure. And that way when they open the card, then they'll see the sentiment. So I'll get these adhered together and then get these on the inside of the card. Now because I've got peace and love on the inside, I wanted to put joy on the front. So it would say joy, peace, and love. So I pulled out my Art Philosophy cartridge because I love the font that's in this one. It's got these little holes cut in each one of the letters. Now for this one, I've used, under font layer, I've used the capital J, and I cut this one out of some glitter paper, as you can see, and then to go underneath, I cut this one out of white. And the J is on page 47, and I'm going to adhere these together. That's going right there. The O is on page 39. Now for this one I didn't cut the capital. I cut the lowercase. This one here and this one. And they're going to go on there. And I also cut the lowercase y, and it's on page 36. This one and this one. And you can see they're not going to fit exactly, going straight up and down. But I didn't want them to anyway. I want them to have kind of a happy, joyous look. Because joy is a very happy word. So I'm going to kind of turn them sideways. And I'm going to hook this little bottom piece of the Y in the O. And they're going to go on just like that. I've got my two-way glue pen that I'm going to use to put these together. And then I've got some little thin pop dots that my good friend Katie sent me that I'm going to put on the back of these. So I'll get these put together, get them popped up, and we'll come back and take a look at our card. Oh yes, and I wanted to put some more bling, and I found these really pretty red square rhinestones at the Dollar General store, and this whole sheet was $1. So I'm going to put some of those up here and some down here. So we've got a really sparkly card. So I'm going to get busy on this, and we'll come back and take a look at card number 9. Here's the finished S-fold card. This is card number 9 in the 12 Days of Christmas card series. And I decided not to go with the little square gems because they were too small. They weren't showing up very well. So I just used some Studio G self-adhesive rhinestones. And then I used a Bic Market, and this color is Rambunctious Red. And I just colored those and put those on instead. So on the front, all glittery and sparkly and all hooked together, we've got the word joy. Then on the inside, peace and love. And you've got plenty of room to write another sentiment or greeting and sign your name. And you can see now why I like the S-fold so much. When you stand it up, it stands up just perfectly. And it makes a great presentation when you take this out of the envelope. So there we have it, guys. Thank you so much for coming by today and spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.